Welcome back. So in this video we are going to observe the database tables that was created, right, running the create db script, right. So here we'll connect to the SQL database, and here we are not using a graphic user interface SQL database. We are using a Linux based MySQL database or MySQL client, right. So we'll do MySQL and then flag u. So this one is specifying the user to use. The U flag is for user. Alright, so root, and the P here is saying that prompt for password, right? I can further type the password in here, but what we are saying is that MySQL, run the MySQL, use the user root, and then prompt for password. Okay, so immediately I press enter, it will now prompt me for the password. And what is our password? This is our password, right? The value, and we also saw that password in the create password log, right? The set root password log in the DB directory. So I'll just copy and then paste the password here. And then with Linux, when you are typing password, you don't see it. Some appear in dots, some you don't see it. It is only when you press enter that is where you realize whether you typed the wrong password or not. So now we are in our database, or we have opened the database client, MySQL based database client. So I'll clear the screen again. Okay, so this one, since we are in the MySQL, so it will not clear the Linux base. So because we are now not in the, let me say, the Linux environment, we are rather in the MySQL client itself, right? Great. So first thing is to just show the databases. And then for MySQL, it always ends with what? A semicolon. And these are the databases that has been created for us. So there is information schema, there is CafeDB, there is MySQL, performance schema, and then test. And we are going to use the Cafe database, right? So the CafeDB. So we just type use Cafe underscore DB, just like what it is in here, and then we'll end it with our semicolon, enter. So the database has been changed to what? CafeDB, right? And then we'll now do show tables. So we want to show the tables in the CafeDB, right? So enter, and these are the tables that has been created. The tables in CafeDB is order, the order table, order item table, product table, and then product group. Okay, so to see our products, so let's say we just want to see the product table. So we want to see the product table. What we'll do is we'll do a select from, it's just the normal SQL query, right? We'll do select from product, right? So this is an SQL query. So here you leave all this work to the database administrator to do all these things, right? But then it's just nice that you know or you appreciate how these things work. Okay, but most of this is a database stuff. You are a cloud engineer, so yours is to take care of the infrastructure, but it is nice and it's helpful, or it's a bonus if you know this. So select from product, and you are able to see all the products listed in the product table. So in the product table you have ID, product name, description, price, product group, and then the image URL. So every details about the product. So there is croissant, there is chocolate chip cookie, there is strawberry tart, there is coffee, and there is hot chocolate, there is latte or lat. So that is about the database for our cafe application. I believe at this moment you are appreciating the whole setup of the web application, your cafe web application. Unlike the case of the static one, we just create our HTML file for the static website, upload it in a bucket, and then it is available to the public. But now, since it's an application, it's a dynamic website, there are certain things that needs to be put in place. All right, so I'll end this session here, and then we'll look at another task in the next session.